The SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, the junior novelization. Chapter 5. When SpongeBob was hungry the next day, he headed straight to Krabs' Cantina. It was run by a friendly chef named Mr. Krabs and a sunken tugboat with a serving window. When SpongeBob got there, a bunch of campers were already lined up, waiting for some delicious grub. Running around participating in camp activities all day was hungry work. At the front of the line, SpongeBob greeted Mr. Krabs, who was dressed in a chef's hat and an apron with food stains on it.
"Hello, Mr. Krabs."
"Hello there, Plunger Bobby," Mr. Krabs said, taking SpongeBob's tray.
Close enough,"
SpongeBob said. "How about a couple of Krabby Patties?" Mr. Krabs suggested.
"Gee, thanks, Mr. Krabs," SpongeBob said. "Those patties sure are tasty."
Mr. Krabs winked. "It's all in me secret formula."
"You should open up your own restaurant someday," SpongeBob said. "You can make a lot of money."
Mr. Krabs smiled. "Oh, nay, lad. I'm a man of modest ambition. In the future, I doubt I'll care too much for money." He gazed off, thinking about the future, the word money echoing in his mind. He saw a vision of himself older in his own restaurant, standing at the cash register, ringing it over and over, saying, "Money, money, money." "Money, money," young Mr. Krabs said, piling over more Krabby Patties on SpongeBob's plate without even realizing it.
"Mr. Krabs?"
SpongeBob said. "Money," Mr. Krabs repeated. "Mr. Krabs!" SpongeBob said sharply. The chef snapped out of his momentary trance. "Oh, sorry," he said. "Don't know what got into me there. Enjoy your patties, lad, for free." He handed SpongeBob his tray piled high with patties through the window. SpongeBob grabbed the tray with both hands and walked away happily, eager to devour the succulent sandwiches with golden buns. Patrick was next in line. "I'll take 5, he started to say. "Be right back," Mr. Krabs interrupted. Slam! He slid a metal covering over Krabs' Cantina. When he raised it again, there was a sign that read, "1 quarter patty, $1.50. "Here ye are," Mr. Krabs said to Patrick. "1 quarter patty with cheese." He quickly sliced away 3/4 of Patrick's Krabby Patty. "Wait!" Patrick protested. "That's it? What about my fries?" "And 1 order of fries," Mr. Krabs said cheerfully. He took a single fry and snapped it into several pieces, which he dropped onto Patrick's plate. "Now pay up!" As SpongeBob strode away from Krabs' Cantina, looking for a good spot to sit and enjoy his Krabby Patties, he heard a voice say, "Hello there!" He looked around but saw no one. "To the left," the voice said. "Lower." He looked down and saw a small, one-eyed, dark green creature standing next to a tiny food cart. "That's it," the creature said. "Hi, I'm Plankton. Welcome to my chum-mobile. How about a nice chummy nugget with some kombucha?" SpongeBob made an apologetic face.
"Sorry, Plankton, but I just loaded up on Krabby Patties at Krabs' Cantina."
"Of course you did," Plankton sighed. "Just like every other kid in this mud hole. What's that Krabs got that I ain't got, huh?" SpongeBob thought about Plankton's question.
"It's probably his secret formula for Krabby Patties."
"Secret formula?" Plankton asked.
"Sure,"
SpongeBob said, nodding. Then he got a brilliant idea.
"Why don't you ask to borrow it? Mr. Krabs is very generous."
He tipped his tray a little, showing Plankton the big pile of Krabby Patties that Plankton had given him for free. "Say," Plankton said, brightening, "that's a good idea. I want to do exactly as you suggest. Bye now." He closed up his food cart, hopped into a tiny cart, and buzzed off towards Krabs' Cantina. Mr. Krabs was still at the window serving food to a young customer. "Enjoy your meal, lad," he said to the boy. "Hello there," Plankton called out from way down on the ground. Mr. Krabs looked around, but he didn't see who had spoken. "Huh," said shrugging. He turned away from the ordering window and went back into his kitchen. Plankton managed to climb onto the counter. "Here," he called. Mr. Krabs turned and saw Plankton. "Hello, Chef Krabs," Plankton said in his friendliest voice. "My name is Wham! Mr. Krabs flattened Plankton with the back of skillet. "Ton!" Plankton groaned. "Vermin!" Mr. Krabs mumbled. Thinking Plankton was some kind of sea bug, he hung the skillet on a hook with Plankton still plastered to the back of it. Jerk! Plankton growled. If it takes the rest of my life, I'll get you back for this. Near the lake, SpongeBob had finally spotted a perfect place to sit down and enjoy his Krabby Patties. He was sitting on a log about to take his first bite when he heard something. Meow! He looked over and saw a small snail staring up at him.
Hello, little snail,
SpongeBob said. He gave the snail some of his food. The creature sniffed it. Sniff, sniff, and then happily ate.
What's your name? SpongeBob asked. Meow. Gary, huh? SpongeBob said. Meow. Well, hi, Gary, SpongeBob said, smiling. Gary, do you want to be friends? Meow. Me too, SpongeBob agreed.
And that's how SpongeBob met Patrick, Sandy, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, Plankton, and Gary, all at Camp Coral. His father had been right. SpongeBob had made lots of friends and memories at camp. He was one lucky sponge. Stay tuned for Chapter 6 coming up soon.